I was homeless. I struggled with life. I struggled with getting back into out the military mindset, out the military. You know, I had no skills. I actually went and worked for Caterpillar, Ring Power Cat in Orlando, Florida. I moved to Orlando when I first got out. I went to Ring Power Cat. I worked there for a little while. And I was actually introduced for the first time in a long time to overtime. Like, man, I was putting in some hours. I was pushing anywhere from like 50 to 60, maybe 70-hour weeks. So I actually enjoyed that, but then I moved back to Houston from Orlando, and that's when I worked at Chase Bank. I was a business banker and a personal private client banker for Chase Bank out of Tomball, Texas. And I'm not the type of person to sit behind a desk.
Yeah.
So I got tired of pushing papers, sitting behind a desk, and dealing with people's overdraft fees. So I kind of walked away from that career, realized I wanted to do something with my hands and hands-on, and opportunities just started closing. There was no doors open. I found myself homeless. Went out to Galveston, basically lived underneath the bridge for about a couple of years. Cleaning up the parking lots, taking out trash to different places just to get food, and a couple of beers every now and then. I actually found a peace of mind doing that. Being out on the beach and just grounding myself, it put me in a different mindset than I used to be in. And from that point on, I went to the job fair and I finally got myself together mentally, which is hard for any veteran. And any veteran out there can understand, you're gonna go down a dark path actually. And the thing is, sometimes you gotta find deep within yourself a way to come out. There's not gonna be a person with a hand out pulling you up. There's not gonna be a person pushing you to pull yourself up. You just gotta dig deep within yourself and find out who you really are. Tap into your inner core and pull yourself up and get out there and just find whatever it is you want to do and make the best of it.
That's amazing advice. Thank you. And thank you for being so vulnerable and open and sharing.
Absolutely, man. I've lost buddies to suicide, and that hits me hard because it's like, man, you look on Facebook and everybody's doing great. They're posting pictures, life is good, and then the next thing you know, you hear they passed away to suicide, and it's like, man, that's a deep subject. And a lot of people's not going to go out and say, hey, I feel like committing suicide. So it's like, man, right now while we're alive, we got a chance to talk to each other and touch each other. Like, hey, you're going to go down that dark path. Pull yourself backwards. Find a way to say, hey, I'm going to look up. Because once you're at the bottom, there's nowhere else to go but up. All you got to do is look up and start climbing.
That's the beautiful part of rock bottom, isn't it?
Absolutely.
There's nowhere else to go.
And then you don't want to go back down to that bottom. So you find whatever you got to do and keep pushing and keep climbing.